been in rooms with admirals in the Navy, captains of 1,100-foot container ships, and CEOs of massive companies. And there's certain things that all these men do that I'm starting to think is almost a requirement to be considered a successful man today. Number one, pretty obvious, stay fit. All these successful men that I've seen are pretty freaking fit. And all I'm saying is working out and eating better food is always a good thing. So stop eating Twinkies, stop eating Pop-Tarts, cook some steak, and go to the gym. No, you don't have to be a carnivorous fucking gym bro, but, you know, have a little care of what goes into your body and what your body's doing. Going to the gym is good for anyone. You don't have to be lifting heavy weights. You could be running, you could be doing band work, you could be doing plyometrics, you could be going to Orange Fitness. Working out and staying fit and eating healthy is always a good thing to do, right? That's obvious. Number two, stay groomed. Now, this is not what you think it means when I say it. Yes, the admirals in the Navy, high and tight, short hair. That's not necessarily what I mean, right? Lumberjacks have long, luscious hair, and those guys are pretty manly. You don't need to be high and tight and clean shaven. All I'm saying is have a little bit of care about what your face and hair looks like, right? If you have long hair, take care of it. If you have a beard, take care of it. Don't let the shit get greasy and long and nasty and dirty, all right? That's it. Stay groomed. First impressions really do mean everything, and you need to set a good one. Now, going along with first impressions, number three is going to be dress nice. You need to have some sort of appreciation for putting something nice on every day when you wake up. Again, this doesn't need to be an episode of Suits. You don't have to wear a suit every day. All I'm saying is have nicer things. Have some fucking passion about what you put on your body every day, all right? Look, I'm in a long sleeve t-shirt, all right? Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just don't be wearing sweatpants with SpongeBob on them. All right, so those three are pretty straightforward, pretty obvious. Now we're going to get a little weirder here. Number four is going to be have a healthy passion. What do you do on the weekends? Do you sit on the couch? Do you watch Netflix all weekend? If you do, stop doing that and get a hobby. Start playing basketball, learn how to play chess, or maybe even start a YouTube channel. Nobody likes someone with no passion who wastes their free time away. Find something that you like and get good at it. Myself, for example, I love YouTube and I love marketing and I'm interested in sales. And I also love editing. So those go hand in hand with perfectly making a YouTube channel, marketing and editing. And speaking of editing, you guys should really check out MUSICBED because they are the best selection of music I've yet to find for any content that I'm making. And on top of that, they also decided to collab with me, a young creator who's really still a nobody. But seriously, I've been using MUSICBED for years, way before they ever reached out to me. And now they came out with this new thing called Sounds, and it's actually just sound effects that come along with your MUSICBED subscription. So now I can get my music and my sound effects all in one place. If you want to check out a playlist that they made specifically for me, that's down below. And there's also another link where you actually can try MUSICBED for 14 days completely free. And if you cancel on the 13th day, I won't tell them. So it'll be our secret. Another example is if you are a Netflix junkie, maybe you get into cinema. Maybe you learn the great directors of top-notch cinema. Maybe you even pick up a camera and see if you can make your own cinema short film. Or maybe you can make your own docuseries. Who knows? All I'm saying is people with a passion tend to be more attractive to other people. The fifth thing you need to be doing as a man is you need to learn shit. And this coincides with understanding money. Understand how money works. Why is having your money in a checking account actually losing you money rather than having it in a brokerage account or in something else? You should definitely know how to change a tire. And honestly, you should probably know a little bit more as well. Changing a tire is way easier than you think it is. Trust me, it's weird to call someone else to change your own tire. I'll be honest, I just changed my first tire like 3 years ago. So it's never too late to start. I'm diving into specifics here, but just have an itch to actually understand how things work, right? Don't not call a plumber if your sink is spewing water everywhere. Call the plumber, he's an expert, but maybe just understand and pay attention to what he's doing so maybe you can understand how the plumbing in your house works a little bit better, or just have a knack for wanting to learn things. No successful person has ever just not wanted to learn anything and sat on their ass their whole life and boom, they're successful, right? Never seen that. And if you have, please let me know. Number 6, this is a good one that a lot of people disagree with. Do more than what is asked. Make your own luck. Now there's a little art to this, because you need to understand where to do more than is asked and where to not do more than is asked, because sometimes doing more could waste your time and have no benefit, right? Other times down the road, doing more or maybe doing something else for free could highly benefit you down the road. When I graduated from college,
Quentin Arthur Peck.
I had Tommy John surgery in my elbow from being a pitcher, and the Navy didn't like that, so they're holding my license from me, and I couldn't work on the ship like I was supposed to. So a buddy's dad called me and they said, hey, we got a job for you, right? But it's in Wisconsin. You got to go to Wisconsin for 3 months. So that was the contract, 90 days. I moved down to Charleston with my wife, and within 30 days I left her to go live somewhere else. Highly unfortunate. That 90-day contract took me right up before Christmas, and right before I left, they said, hey, you're doing a great job. You know, you did a lot for us up here. Hey, we need you to stay an extra 3 months. We can't fill your spot. If you'd be willing to stay an extra 3 months, that would help us out tremendously. I don't really know why, but I did. I liked it there a lot. You know, I missed my wife at home, but I ended up staying an extra 3 months. Well, after the 3 months, got on a ship, had my license, been working up until about 2 months ago. The same company calls me and said, hey, we have a 6-figure engineering remote job we'd like to offer to you before we go to anyone else. And I said, you're damn right I'll take that job. Now, some people might think I'm lucky to get this job opportunity. I was in the right place at the right time. But the only reason they called me first was because 3 years ago, I helped them out. And now they're helping me out, right? I probably would have never gotten that phone call if I never did the extra 3 months. If I did extra stuff when I was up there, worked overtime to get more projects done, they never would have probably offered that to me. I've always said for years that luck is a byproduct of consistency and discipline. So really this just means do more than what is asked of you and create your own luck. Number 7, a lot of people are going to laugh at this one, make your damn bed. This is not a joke. It's so easy. It literally takes 1 minute to do it, right? Wake up, make your bed. If you're late for something, you can be an extra minute late, all right? Make your bed. Because what happens is when you make your bed, you accomplish something before you do anything else during the day. And when you accomplish something right away, you usually get something else done. And you get something else done. You get something else done. And it's a chain effect. And then next thing you know, you're curing cancer by 4 o'clock. Make your bed. It takes 1 minute. All right? The only time you shouldn't be making your bed is if you're in a hotel. I never make my bed in a hotel. But that's because I paid them to make it for me. All right, number 8. This one's my favorite. My dad taught me this one when I was a kid, and it was later reinforced when I was in the Navy. Everybody does this, all right? Always, always, always carry a pen. Always carry a pen. And if you carry a pen, it better be a 0.5 or 0.7, or you're a psycho. These last 7 bullet points I've given you, not every single successful man I've met has done all of these. Number 8, every single successful person I ever met was carrying a pen on them. The owner of a private jet company, the admiral of the Navy, captains and chief engineers of ships all over the United States. Every ship I've been on, every captain and chief engineer carried a pen. Not only are you ready to sign anything at any point, but my dad always taught me it works as a great weapon if you're out and you need to defend yourself. So what do you guys think? Did I miss any good points, or did you hate all of that? I don't know. Let me know. That's just what I've learned from the people I've met in high places. If you liked this video, watch this one next because YouTube thinks you really like that one for some reason. And if you want to know how I started my own car rental business, check this one out.